And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And that gets things running. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. This familiar tale, in with a header! Harmlessly behind. That's really well cleared. For Messi, and there's green grass ahead of him. Yamal! Now, how often do you see that?
Yamal put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Gonzalez.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Oh, easy pickings there. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Has a goal! He's delivered all right!
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
The goal scorer after 19 minutes is number 19.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
He's had it nicked away. Oh, that's a key interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's picked it up out wide. Fagioli. Fagioli! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Fagioli is amongst the league's top 5 scorers. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better after scoring, but you still have to take it.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose, and the finish! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Valverde at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Barcelona take the lead,
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
he's got away. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he was quick to react. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Caicedo. And that could set him on his way.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Fagioli. Messi. Can he finish? A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Barcelona come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Instant-packed goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. Barcelona come in at half-time, largely satisfied with where they are. After a half which has certainly had its moments, has been lit up with some flair from time to time. The scoreline in their favour at the break, 2-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Kanji calmly anticipates. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neither of these two want to come off second. He's gone for goal!
This match was
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, Yamal usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Play for a throw. Now it's Oyarzabal. Fagioli. Messi. And Messi! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. That was never going to make it. Messi goes steaming forward. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, important interception. "75 minutes played."
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's a shade optimistic. Gonzalez. Barcelona clearly looking to hold on here right to the end. That's beautifully weighted. Son Heung-min. Fagioli. The final 5 minutes. And it's Messi. Son Heung-min! And that is wildly off target.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Valverde picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. The end of the game.
They came,
Reflections.
they scored,
Barcelona really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon.
Welcome
The
to
sun
today's
beaming
match.
down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. And Oyarzabal!
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required. It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
That's a little off target. Robertson gets across to intercept that. Messi going full steam ahead down the left flank. He's having a go! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Jim, who do you reckon is...
Well, Peter, this guy Caicedo really is the definition of the word tireless. One of the best defensive midfielders around, and he does have a constant desire to get forward and contribute to the attack. He can add some energy and dynamism to that, but what he's really, truly brilliant at is stopping the opposition and disrupting their plans, and he will be a big, big factor in trying to do that here.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi. Suso wins the duel this time.
Pretty robust defending.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And no surprise, that's a booking. Still goalless. And that's a throw. Robertson. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Messi. "15 minutes till half-time. Son Heung-min. That's been intercepted. Marcao. And it's Suso. Cadell. Sao. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. The goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Cleared without complication. Oh, well played, well sorted out. They've played it short. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And it's Suso.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Messi. Now it's Oyarzabal. There's the end of the first half. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goals.
So it's been even so far.
So your views on the
Which way
first
will
half?
things go in the second
I think it's
half?
been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway. So the first half brought no goals. Oyarzabal, Fajoli, shapes to shoot! Sao might just make this. Pinches it off him. Absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Now it's Sao. Sao unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Oh, super ball.
The attendance for this
Fajul,
match was
his fourth top scorer in the league.
70,987.
Oh, good ball. And it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Messi. Messi! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
42. Coming on to replace him is number 7.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Showing great feet there. Suso. And it's Son Heung-min. Fajul. Short changes him with that pass. He's shifting through the gears here. Pass is just off target. And that was very necessary. Now it's Sao. Suso. So nearly the perfect ball.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Suso. Coming on the field. Number 21. Number 14.
Agume. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. That is good alertness.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a go.
Fajoli. Fajoli! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
That's a throw. He's had it taken off him.
Minutes has been indicated.
Played back to the goalkeeper. Macau. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Son Heung-min. And he'll shoot here. That was superb goalkeeping.
Son Heung-min is offering a right smile there.
Zaragoza is steaming forward. Fagioli. Caicedo. And Fagioli. Messi! Decent enough try. Quarter of an hour played. No goals as yet. Caicedo. Oyarzabal. Robertson. Seen that early. There's a certain sixth sense.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Akanji. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's gone.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Mikel Oyarzabal is in third place in the scoring charts. Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And here's Messi. Messi! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Oh, after such a great run, I'm expecting him to go all the way, and instead, he just lost his way.
Quick to react. Front-footed pressing going on here.
Oyarzabal, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min running with the ball. And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
There's the end of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
That's the first
What
half.
do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Barcelona clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
Barcelona are in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Barcelona, shooting chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. That is one way to stop him. Messi. Steaming on, and the shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And the finish! They've scored! Two to the good! They have breathing space! Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance. Things starting to look very comfortable. We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established. Now it's Oyarzabal. A real chance if he can get through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
The attendance for this match was 71,000.
It's run loose here. Aim forwards. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oyarzabal driving through the middle. He's got the shot away! Oyarzabal! Most accurate pass. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face. Well, Messi is fouled. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously he's not going to allow that piece, or is he?
Substitutions taking place.
What can they conjure from this one? This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Disappointed with that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities. Caicedo, who does have an assist to his name. Ahead by two and just about into the home straight. Oyarzabal. Can he finish? Surely as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded.
Has a goal! Well, that is remarkable.
Four added minutes has been indicated. Substitution.
Added minutes on the board. And that has left him in a heap. And that's it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
So there it is, everyone.
Claiming the Man of the Match award,
players.
and there is very little room for argument. Barcelona going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Barcelona with the first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can string out a defence. Has a shot! They score! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
After 13 minutes, is number 24.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Weighted pass. Danger averted for now. What a throw in. Caicedo promptly onto that, and that is that. Mikel Oyarzabal is in third place in the scoring charts. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, played right into his path. That is good alertness. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Son Heung-min. Get a throw in. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. The referee brings the first half to a close. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment.
First half is
It's
up
still
and things
very
are
tight
looking
here.
good.
The game
Let's hope for
still
another good
up for
show.
grabs.
Second half.
And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That's been intercepted. Blint, that's headed upfield. Now it's Artur. And he's there to retrieve it.
The attendance
No impressions so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Dink through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the shot's on here. It's Son Heung-min! That was a matter of inches.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of tweaks.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
There will be a throw-in. Arthur has assisted more league goals than anyone else this season. Blint. Arthur. Nice control.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Robertson got a long way forward to join the attack. Fires from distance. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Caicedo. No, that was never going to make it.
Barcelona need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Thinks one through. No, he's just misjudged that one. And that is that. Barcelona come up short. They will be taking nothing away from this one, an outcome which is thoroughly disappointing on all counts. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicator.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And already we're underway here.
Oyarzabal, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
He is through here. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Messi. He has found the way through. Messi. There's the hit. It's anyone's ball now. And here's a chance. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Oyarzabal put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
He's called play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Great hit! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, at least the crowd are appreciative of his efforts.
Oyarzabal shapes to shoot. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Fajoli, and he's taking no chances there. Smartly reclaimed. Can he finish?
Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter. And while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Played out to the left flank. That's a shade optimistic. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
That's been cut out, well played. Oyarzabal. Messi. Valverde. Great, and the finish! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Valverde deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. And he's there to clear it. Now it's Oyarzabal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Lovely control. He made it stick with an excellent touch.
And it's Son Heung-min. Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! Tries a shot! Straight at the keeper.
Caicedo just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Look at this, and the shot! A really close save, and the last action of the first half. Barcelona got as close can be, right on the whistle, but it was not to be. The midway point of the game.
Barcelona really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And Messi! In he goes again! He's delivered on the right!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something brilliant. It should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done for the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Paredes gets it away. Bilbao deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, really should. He's got the shot away! That was no routine save.
Oyarzabal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, good ball! Son Heung-min! Well, that is rather wayward.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Son Heung-min. Now it's Messi. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's got away. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Mikel Oyarzabal is only bettered by one man in total. Can he put it away?
Sticks it away! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Mikel Oyarzabal is in third place in the scoring charts.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
Bilbao choosing to make the first change. Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be a bit more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Substitution.
He's intervened well there. He's gone forward. Oh, that's a key interception. Bilbao do have a chance to counter here. Ruiz de Galarreta. And there's green grass ahead of him. Berenguer showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Leading by 2, and the finishing line in sight. Leque. Now Beñat Prados. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Leque calmly anticipates. Ruiz de Galarreta. Caicedo. And the shot's on. Now the finish! Well, the ball's come loose, and it's come back out to him.
And they are cruising away.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Mikel Oyarzabal taking in the accolades, having